I just want to share that I'm very disappointed in my phone for doing that to me, and I'm disappointed with you, AT&T. I know you fucking spy on me. I know that your bullshit ass. I'm sick of it. Post-pay service and your fucking money pay cards caused me to have to switch and buy another phone that one time when I had bought some 2 cards for AT&T and had $110 to pay my bill, and then I had to buy another phone because I couldn't use them, and that was my phone card.
You knew it all along.
You bastards. Yeah, I got another phone. What was that? You're like, well, how did you come up with the money? Why didn't you just pay your phone bill? Motherfucker, I had $110 on a fucking prepaid card that I would have had to use. I wasn't going to not use it on nothing, and I couldn't take it back. Don't, AT&T, don't even start with me. You're lucky I still got your service. You're fucking lucky I still got your service, AT&T, because you fucking suck. You're a fucking spying ass CIA bunk ass app. I should get Consumer Cellular, but I don't know what kind of fucking retard fucking Mickey Mouse phone they would have me using.
You need to treat
PCS. I don't fucking want that shit.
Clients
told me something like that. I don't fucking want
like you want to be
treated. I don't know what
treated.
that is. Get T-Mobile. No, I'm not. I've had every phone service there is. Okay? I've had them all.
You're always listening.
Frankly, I don't feel like changing them.
You're always trying to update when you need to fix all the changes I made, cleaning you out. You're not fooling anybody, AT&T. I see you.
Catch-22. Loop-de-loo that you get put in with these accounts for phones. Phones are the worst.
Come on, you're one of the most important
They're not like electric bills. They're
services
not like
we need
payments.
during these times.
Can't
you just play ball with us?
Because they do.
Can't you stop colluding
shit
with the fucking
They get these
Bidens?
Updates. You don't need to put an update. Nothing's worse than iPhones. I briefly had one of those. Those are horrible. They're like,
you know what? If you don't like it, just don't use it.
Turn your Wi-Fi on.
You don't have to badmouth us.
They always want to be hooked up. Now, why? I'll tell you why. Because they're up to no good. They're sending your fucking precious private images to the cloud, and they're sharing it with their corporate interests.
I have discovered the source of the gnomes at last.
Yes,
in
you
the
have.
bowels of Dagoth-Ur, the volcano, there evidently exists a parallel society of stuffed gnomes. I took a wrong step in the newly renovated heart chamber and fell through the roof into them, and they weren't able to do the Toy Story thing and stop moving before I saw them. Knowing the jig was up, they jumped me and started biting me with their tiny, horrible teeth.
Has this ever happened to you? A sudden encounter with gnomes? Biting you with their little teeth and shit? Not backing down? That's right, it's Mother Nature and her minions bringing back the order of things.
Fairly thick and leathery skin, though, on account of the shirtlessness and the constant ash storms of Red Mountain, so they were having trouble piercing the skin. I was unable to use magic. The gnomes were so thick around me that I didn't have room to do the song and dance to cast. Thinking quickly, I grabbed a nearby Dwemer tube and began swinging it at them, sending swarms of gnomes flying into the lava below. I was like a gnome Sauron Nerevar, Gnomerunes Dagon. They fell before me like salt rice before a particularly hungry Ailit. Thousands of tiny bearded demons perished at my hands. I was fighting them for hours, bashing and stomping until it was done. As I made my way through the gnome tunnels, ripping apart every gnome I could find, one of them stuck me in the side with a bolt. They had set up defensive gnome-scale ballistas. Enraged, I returned fire with a dwarven crossbow. I made my way deeper and deeper. Eventually I discovered something. A tiny heart chamber, a near replica of my own, before the renovations. They had the heart of Gnome Kon, and were constructing a tiny gnome Kulakan in there, roughly the same height as me. I saw Gnome Goth just as shirtless but much smaller. He jumped into Gnome Kulakan and came to face me. Their machine was roughly the height of Fargoth, and just as pathetic. They had been constructing it out of inferior and tiny materials, and while it did shoot a beam out of its hand that unmade an entire species of weevil, I was easily able to beat the fuck out of it and throw it into the lava. I claimed the heart of Gnome Kon as a prize, and it is currently sitting on my desk next to my little drinking guar and strange swingy ball thing. I haven't seen any gnomes since then, so either I managed to kill all of them, or they have been cowed into worshipping me. I took Gnome Kulakan's hat as a trophy as well, and I'm going to continue wearing it for a few more months just to assert my dominance over any gnomes that might still be alive. Anyway, now that the gnomes are gone, want to come over? I had an entertainment system installed during the renovations. It was a heavily outdated one, though, only has a PS3. But I think after more than a decade, the PS3 finally has games.